In my workshops, I teach different methods, but we will first have to go deeper into how we can be able to slow down, to relax, to go through life in what we call a light trance. In the Tao, we call this the I Force. Another way to describe the I Force is like a state of being between sleep and wakefulness, which combines the benefits of both. So in this light trance state, you are relaxed, but at the same time you're alert. You rest while you're active. Brain scans actually illustrate this. In someone who is deeply in the I Force, you see all the frequencies of the brain waves in the brain, including the delta waves associated with deep sleep and the gamma waves associated with increased active consciousness. So they are active at the same time. So the logical consequences is that people who are in the I Force a lot during the day, they need less sleep. They have more energy. So the I Force is the key to your inner landscape, where you can enter the inner landscape through this gap between sleeping and waking. So the I Force is therefore the key to not only your inner landscape, but to all the other practices we're doing as well. So you can also interpret the I Force as like a soft, effortless form of attention. It's essentially the opposite of concentration, focus, willpower. So concentration would be like more an attempt to fix reality. I Force is more a gentle experience of that reality. Focus implies like a limited perception of reality. After all, you focus on what you're doing and you don't want to be distracted, right? But in the I Force, you perceive clearly what is happening around you. While many people try to force reality through willpower, for example, in the I Force, you surrender to it. So in other words, where acting in I feels like reading softly to a child, as if you're both dreaming, acting focused, concentrated, strong-willed, feels like having to plow through like a manual. The I Force is also an important key to voluntary boundaries, because being in the I Force is like really pleasant, it really feels really good. So you're much less sensitive to seductive forces and it becomes easier to resist transgressive behavior. So with the I Force active, you will not be willing to enter this pole of unlimited freedom. You also feel more safe in the I. You're therefore much likely to suppress yourself out of fear. You'll voluntarily choose to respect and honor your own flexible and adjustable boundaries. So the result is that you remain in the middle between these two poles, and this third force of wisdom can arise. So technically speaking, to activate the I power, it's really quite simple, but it's not always easy in our everyday life to really stay in the eye of the storm. So the good news is that the more we practice the I Force, the more it naturally becomes our second nature.